How you doing? Mr. DJ's back counting down my fantasy playlist. Let me resume counting down my fantasy playlist. Going to do a few songs tonight. At number 8, up 3 notches from number 11, or maybe it's up 9 notches from 17. The 7 and 7 looks like a 1, or the 1 looks like a 7. Either way, at number 8. Now there's so much to say about this group, and I know so little about them. 1 Ton, Super Sex World. Now the video I want to play for you is different from the song that I listened to back in the summer of 2002. The song that I listened to in the summer of 2002 was a dance remix of Super Sex World. But I noticed this song. It was in the summer of 2002. It was a top 10 hit in Canada. Went to number 1 in Canada, I think. It was huge. And when I listened to the remix of it, it just blew me away. I love this thing. Super Sex World. Now, all I know about them is they're from Quebec City. I believe half the song's in French. Sita is the lead singer. That's it. That's all I got to say about it. As far as I know, the group is broken up. I was quite lucky to find a copy of this record on YouTube, so I'm going to introduce it to you, particularly to my to the American audience. This is not my Facebook page, so I'm just going to say American audience. Song that probably should have happened over here in the States. Group from Canada, former top 10 in Canada, summer 2002, number 8 on my fantasy playlist, Super Sex World by 1 Ton.